No, it's CB, you know that's just not going to happen. I don't know whose bright idea that was to say for me or you to get up on top of Park Hill, but that ain't happening. Greetings and welcome to JTH Construction Studio. Saturday night, some porch time action. What's up, Jeff? What's up, Brandy? Jack, Bill, Shannon, Wendy, and of course, CB. Not much going on. Hello, Wendy. Went sledding today. There's Mike Minty. Hey, I'm all for it if we can drive around the backside, Corey. Hello, Joy. If we can drive around the backside of it and then just you and I sled down it one time and then walk over and get in the Jeep and come home. I'm good with that. But I'm not walking up that hill. No, I wouldn't do that on a 70-degree day and when the grass isn't wet and slippery at all. But I'm not going up that sucker in the winter. Ain't happening. What's going on? Exactly, Bill. It ain't happening out there tonight. It's kind of a slow night. Corey, I did see a interesting mix. That peanut butter drink that we had, if you mix it with A&W, I guess it's delicious. You may have already told me that. Was I just bad-mouthing you? Not at all. I just said, whose bright idea was that? I'm not doing that. Hey, on the good news, on the good side of this, tomorrow was supposed to be almost 40. And then if you looked at the rest of the week, 30s and maybe 40. Dude, I can deal with that. Yeah. I saw it today, and I meant to tag you in it or send it to you. But it's that peanut butter stuff. I don't know if we got rid of that or you got it or who has it. Is that it back there? Screwball, that's back there. But you mix it with A&W. What's up, Jeff Price? Danny. Hey, remember when we used to build ramps about halfway down? And you'd get some serious airtime. Screwball, yeah, we've got it. Yeah, no, plumbing's not fun, whether it's freezing cold out or not. Hello, Teresa. Hello, Cheryl. Way down in Paragon. Peanut butter screwball with A&W is what they're saying. I've seen it a couple times today, and I know Corey would try that. Other than that, though, it's supposed to warm up. We're supposed to be in the 30s and 40s, and this stuff will go away. Now, they're already looking at a big storm in the middle of the month, but it's days away. We can deal with that. If we're in the 40s, it won't matter. It'll be rain. But I'm ready for springtime. We get through February and get out of this crap. Get to some concerts, outside venues. May 7th, I'm telling you guys, it's Latin American Fiesta night out at Cedar Creek. There's two bands that are going to rock your world, and you need to circle the date on that. That's already Cinco de Mayo week, May 7th. Do not forget that date. That's opening weekend at Cedar Creek. Or a bottle of Boone's Farm. What's up, Brett? Hello, Judy. 7-degree weather, right? Bottle of Boone's Farm or cinnamon schnapps. Ugh. Make me sick. Strawberry wine. It could have been the old 2-liter Purple Passion. Oh, my. Purple Passion, there you go. How you doing, Judy? Yeah, the Purple Passion. And the bad thing is they marketed it in the 2 liter jugs that you get Coke in. Tickle Pink. Was that the name of it, Jeff? Or Wendy? I just remember strawberry. What's up, Johnny? That's good stuff. The stuff we used to do and get by with as kids. But we weren't stupid with it. We didn't go overboard with it. Not so much like they do now. Hello, Danette. Hello, Samantha. No, not at all. Not at all, Jeff. We're gonna walk right around that one. You know. I think the last time I went, Little Kings, right? I think uh I think that last time I was at the quarries, I believe you were driving. Maybe to the basketball courts. Yeah, on with a good sled, you can get there. Done it several times on boogie boards or on big inner tubes. Quarries, man. That Hello, Ricky. Uh, oh my gosh. Jeff opens those cans of worms that you forget about. Who was with us that last time we went? Somebody was with us. So I think there was 3 of us. Maybe 4. Hello, Jeff. Hello, Don. Guido. Makes sense. And maybe ass. I'm bun, maybe. Yeah, probably so. Probably so. How you doing, Jeff? Hey, it's going to be chilly tonight, but not like it was last night. Tomorrow it's going to warm up to close to 40. The snow's going to be melting. So that's a plus. We can get rid of this crap and slowly look like we warm up as the week goes on. Father Time's undefeated, Mike. Believe me, we all feel it. Trust me. I'm thinking about shaving the beard and the hair. I don't know. No, Jeff, I did not go downhill. How do you send stars? You click on the stars where it says to send stars, and then if you haven't purchased any stars, it'll take you to the purchase page, and it'll say how many you can purchase or whatever, and then you can go back and type in the amount of stars you want to send on that first page, or if you want to send them all. Corey or Beth, did I explain that correctly? Let me see. No, Jeff, I said I would drive up there and go down, but I'm not walking up there. Click where it says to send stars. Like on my phone, I don't know if you're on the phone or the computer, but you click on the star thing, and then the next page that just came up is to purchase 500 stars or 1,000 stars or 5,000 or 10,000 stars. And then after you get stars, then you can go back in and go to this page and click how many you want to send. Oh, Michael. Kevin, I will get a porch time tattoo if you grow a mullet. Don't cut your hair for a year. Porch time tattoo? The smaller your back, Jeff, or is it already crowded back there? Yeah, you gotta purchase them first, but it's not very many. Hello, Jerry. It's not much. I think for somebody figured it out. Hang on, let me get back out of here. Cheryl sent 200. Cheryl, how much was that for the 200 stars? Like $2? Hello, Brian. Hello, Krista. Under your right teardrop. I'm too old for a tramp stamp. You're right. You're younger than me. Those are free? How did you send free 200 stars? I'm not mad at you. I appreciate it. If everybody wants to send free 200 stars, I'm not against that. I don't know how that works. I think you can get like 500 for $5 or something like that. 5,000 for $5. I don't know. I forget how it goes. I would buy all mine and do it during Junk in the Trunk, but the guy that used to do Junk in the Trunk, we can barely get to communicate on via text anymore, so I don't know what his deal is. You guys have to yell at him. It was nice to get the car unthawed today and got out for a little bit and drove around. City streets were clearing up. I'm out of stars and need to boost my account. I hear you there. Son did a number on a few of them. Ohio Street had some backups over there where they were doing on the power poles, and you kind of had to wind around a couple side streets, if you guys noticed that today, but I think they're getting that squared away, but that's all part of widening the road South Street down to the bridge, which that area is. I used to live on St. Clair Street when we moved back from Texas, and that whole area has changed big time. I don't know, it's got a weird feel to it, but all for the better, right? I don't like the way that the interstate has cut off Martinsville. The sound barriers and everything else. If you close your eyes, you'll drive right past Martinsville. Right past Martinsville and be out of the way before you even know you were here. Are you guys going to do any sports shows this year? Yes. Football season will roll around. Once we get into baseball season full time, we're going to do baseball games and things like that again this year. And then looking to do at least all the home games next year for Martinsville and go from there as far as actual sports. But yeah, definitely going to be doing some Artesian Little League, baseball and softball. Looking forward to that. We had fun with that last year. And hopefully we can get out there more often this summer. That's always fun to us going over there. Those kids love it. Judy, sorry I couldn't help you out any more than that. That's the only way I know how to do it. You got to purchase the stars first and then click on how many you want to donate. GoFundMe kind of screwed up. I don't want to get into specifics on that, but if you're following along at home, you can't dictate X amount of dollars for one program, and just because you don't like it anymore, decide to keep it and do something without that money with elsewhere. That came back to bite them in the butt, and I won't ever use that service again, regardless of what the outcome is now. Jeff, I can't get him to even reply to to come over and go live on air. So I couldn't tell you. Thanks, Jerry. We're working on that stuff. We got a lot of stuff coming up with the concerts and things like that. But yes, sir, we are going to do some sports. Hello, Janet. Yeah, I can't get Billy to commit to anything like that. So, I don't know. We have to do with what we do. I know Music Monday Hour is supposed to start this Monday, depending on a couple things. If not, it'll be pushed back. Hour of Hope's still going to happen on Thursdays. I know those will roll back around. We just, COVID and everything else kind of shut us down again with, I got it, some family members of mine got it, and some people that were supposed to come in got it. So we kind of had to put things on hold again. Hello, Rich, out in California. But I think I think everybody's had it now. So hopefully the next couple weeks we can get back to normal. Hopefully. Let's see what happens. But yeah, biggest thing I had with COVID was fatigue. Fatigue and a little cloudiness. But other than that, congestion, fatigue, cloud. Having trouble with the sound, step out and come back in, Janet. He did. He just, I don't know. I don't know. We didn't stop him. We didn't say, hey, no more junk in the trunk. I would have loved him to come here and do it because he had access to so much more with what he had. Hello, Tim. But he chose to run it out of his house. And I don't know. He just doesn't want to do it. So can't go over and force him. But yeah, he had fun with that. We had fun with that for a while. And then he quit. He quit doing it. So anyway. That is what it is. How you doing, Tim? But we still have our golf outing coming up. We had 26 plus teams last year in it. We're going to need hole sponsors. If you sponsored a hole last year and would like to do so again this year, let us know. Waiting on word back. Read what Larry said. Still surprised how this happened. One made sure we'll stay bedroom. That's kind of Larry. That was I drove there around a little bit today, and I just you can't even hardly see the highway. Therefore, you know they're driving right past us, not seeing even what's going on. So kind of disheartening. He has, Jeff. I'm not saying he hadn't been. But he quit doing junk in the trunk back in the summertime. Believe me, we've had in-depth conversations with this to him several times. Corey will back that up. So if you want to be a whole sponsor or a part of our golf outing, it is for a scholarship here in the community. This will be our second year in a row we've done this, and we had a fun time last year. We're waiting to hear back from the golf course to announce times, locations, things like that. Shout out to David Stackhouse. I don't see that. I don't see that, Jeff. Hello, Betty. Jerry, we are might be Foxcliff this year. We're just waiting to hear back. We don't mind going from one to the other. We'd like to do them all between the three of the ones that are down here. And actually 4 if you want to throw in Mooresville. But Foxcliff kind of talked to us about it, and so we're waiting to hear back from them first. After that, then we'll move on from there. But we can't announce yay or nay yet until we hear back from them. It's going to happen. Just don't know exactly where yet. Yeah, it's last year Bluff Creek, this year Foxcliff, next year the Country Club. That would be fun. And then maybe Mooresville and then start over. That would be a fun thing to do. But we had a blast last year and had a lot of teams. Had all 18 had at least one sponsor, and I think 5 others had 2+ sponsors on them. So, looking forward to that. Brickyard 2024. That would be fun. Hey, I wanted to say something, too. Thinking of Indianapolis, it jogged a memory there, Jeff. Mr. Irsay, liked by many, loved by many, hated by some. Some people don't always agree with his actions. But I want to tell you this. That guy has stepped up every time someone involved with us is asked. And I think, give or take, it's around $50,000 what he's given us through benefits through over the years. Now he's never met us. He's never come down here. He knows a contact of ours, and the contact tells him what we do, and he steps up. But when I heard this the other day, and I'm glad I remembered this, he's somehow got involved with the Cincinnati Bengal fans. And right now he's sending 3 sets, listen to this, 3 sets of tickets, 2 tickets each, to Bengal fans so they can go to the Super Bowl. Not only is he giving them the tickets to the Super Bowl, he's paying their airfare there. He's paying for their room, paying for their transportation, and giving each couple $10,000 to spend. That's the owner of the Indianapolis Colts doing that for the Bengals, because it's the first time the Bengals have been. Hello, Kenny. It's the time the Bengals have ever been to the Super Bowl since '89 or whatever it was. So, I mean, how many other owners do that? That's insane. Tickets to the game, airfare, lodging, transportation, and $10,000 to spend. That's awesome. That's pretty cool to me. So, like him or hate him, the guy steps up more often than not. And I thought that was a pretty good gesture, especially to the Bengals fans who they've struggled worse than the Colts did. And this is their first time going to the Super Bowl, I think, since '89. So, and I like Joe Burrow. Not that I hate Matt Stafford, but I just like Joe Burrow. So we'll see what happens. I don't even know if I'll watch, but yeah, he does. Yeah, I agree with that, Jerry. A lot of stuff never even hear about it. Good, Janet. A lot of stuff you won't hear about, but he steps up like that all the time, and I just thought that was the coolest thing, paying for Bengal fans to go to the game. So, that's a good deal. And like I said, we don't always say anything, things to him when we have an event. We've done it a couple times, and every time one of our people have reached out to him, he's responded with a positive way. And excuse me, hopefully winning in Cincinnati spills over the Oh, we don't want to hear any more about Chris Sabo. But I just thought that was pretty cool. I like Burrow, and I think that was cool what Irsay did. And we'll see what happens. That's, I believe, next Sunday is Super Bowl Sunday, which normally after the Super Bowl, the next big thing up is pitchers and catchers, Daytona, and then spring training. So let's see, Daytona, pitchers and catchers, and then March Madness, and then summer's here. So we're close. Don't they have the big race tonight in out in California? Is that tonight? Today the 5th? Is it, or is it tomorrow? They're racing at the Coliseum in LA? NASCAR guys? I haven't watched NASCAR for 2-3 years. Yeah, are they at the Coliseum, Jeff? Kenny, I couldn't tell you. Pro sports and I just don't see eye to eye anymore, really. That's awesome, Jerry. Yeah, Jeff, I think they're running in the Coliseum. Speaking of college athletics, I think they've ruined college sports with the portals and it's free agency at the end of the year, pretty much. I don't like it. I don't know. I don't like it that you can. It goes back, and I know times have changed, and I can hear all the young people. Okay, boomer. Back when Knight coached, you had 3 or 4 new kids every year at a minimum on the team, and the teams that won were senior laden. And when that team graduated, normally it was a couple more years before they were good again. But you saw the progression in the coaching, even in football and basketball, where a coach could take these young kids, and after a couple years under tutelage, they could become a contender and challenge for a Big Ten title or maybe even a national title. You could see that progression. It's not like that anymore. Because let's say you take these 10 Indiana kids this year who got wiped by Illinois, a better team. You could take all 10 of them, and all 10 of them could leave this year. Some could go to the NBA, some could go developmental, some could transfer to other colleges, and 10 more kids could come in. You could have 10 studs come in. You could have 10 duds come in. But you could have a completely different overhaul roster for next year. I saw where Alabama, now not knocking Alabama, but they're the gold standard in college football. I'm a Notre Dame fan, and it hurts me to admit that, but everybody knows Alabama is, regardless of who won this year. Not only do they normally have a top 5 class every year, recruiting-wise, but they got a top receiver, a top defensive back, and I want to say a top running back to transfer to Alabama this year for the coming season. And I'm like, well, why recruit? Unless you're going after a specific freshman that is a can't-miss kid, why even recruit freshmen, high school seniors anymore? Why not go recruit sophomores and juniors that have developed, that have maybe were a 4-star coming out of high school, and now they're playing out in some Sun Belt conference, and they're a 5-star. You can just go get them. You don't have to run to these high school games. You got 13 games of college level playing. You can say, we want this kid. We're only going to have him for 2 years. We don't need to go anywhere else. What's up, Mac? Yes, from LSU. Exactly, Jeff. Yeah. So, I mean, it's I hate saying this ruined college sports because I love college sports much more though than I do professional level. But it's certainly changing the game at all levels. I mean, you basically have free agency at the end of every year for every team now. And I don't like it. I don't like it. I would rather have seen Indiana go 4-20 for 2 years with Woodson bringing in his type of players, his type of recruits, where in 3 or 4 years you win 15, 16, 20 games. And you're like, okay, he's getting the type of talent he wants in here, and we're turning it around. Now you got some of Archie's kids, some kids that transferred in, who's staying, who's going after this year. What happens? Hard to say. I don't like it. We'll see. I think it's going to show more so in football. Just like you said, you've got these top athletes. They say, hey, I'm going here. And then, hey, I'm going to go to Alabama instead. I've been Tennessee for 1 year, and I'm a better player. I'm a better player now, so I'm going to transfer to Alabama because they're 2 NFL guys that are going to their defensive ends. They're gone. Huh. It's free agency now. I don't know who's getting paid or who's not, who's getting compensated or who's not, but it's all free agency now. It just seems like to me. If you don't like your situation, transfer portal. Yeah, prime example. I had forgot about him until he showed up with Ohio State. My sinuses are bad tonight. Like, that guy played for Butler, IU, and Ohio State. Your situation, Steve Alford had to sit out a game his senior year against Kentucky because he posed for a picture with a calendar for IU, Mac, if you remember that. And at that point in time, that was an NCAA violation, even though he didn't get paid anything. It was for a MS calendar, I believe, or something like that. But he posed for the picture, and he had to sit out the Kentucky game because of that calendar. I don't know. College athletics is interesting right now. And it's filtering to high school. They've changed that quite a bit over the years. You couldn't hardly transfer at all. Now you see more kids doing that too. I don't know how you fix it. I just don't like it. I don't like what we currently have. I don't know if you can fix it. I do. I think there's a lot of other things in this country need fixed more so than college sports, but it's the only one I can safely talk about on air without getting my show shut down. So we could talk about truckers, and that I'm sure that'd get me shut down. We could talk about GoFundMe. I'm sure that would get me shut down. We'd have fun with that. I'd have a hell of a show. Good old days. Back when you could argue on air and no repercussions. Then you wake up one morning and your account's gone, and one of your assistant's accounts are gone, and one of your coworkers' accounts are gone, and Anyway, I'm rambling. I just wanted to pop on here tonight, see what was up. Saturday night, kind of a boring, slow night. That's all right. We'll take it. It's going to warm up tomorrow. Snow's going to be a melting. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if he's more popular. He's more well known, but I think he's a very popular man while he was alive, Jeff, from what I'm understanding. Jerry, I could, but I'm afraid not only would I lose this site, I would lose the community page and every one of them that I have. I lost probably 3 other pages that I was associated with, and my main account. Those pages were, I'm just going to say they were parade oriented. That's all I'll say. Yeah, I don't get that, Mac. That doesn't seem right to me at all. You know, I bet you can. Certain subjects, Jeff. I don't have an OnlyFans page. This is my OnlyFans page. After they get another social media site set up and running, and I know we can go live there and carry on our business as normal on that site, then I will open this site back up and we will have a field day. And it will be no holds barred, just like before. And I'll argue with the other side of the ledger. Actually, what they do on the one page is if there's something political comes up that goes against their community standards, which means if it's anything pro-Trump, they'll flag it, they'll pull it, and they'll give us a black mark, and then they'll send information to me and Corey and Beth and the other admins, and if they flat tell us any more of these, and we'll shut your site completely down. And they won't say what we can do to fix it or whatever. They won't even, half the time won't even let you see the post. They'll just say it went against our community standards. I'm like, I remember it was talking about whatever. They've gone back 4 and 5 years and pulled post. Every post from my original account is gone. Like everything I ever posted from my very original account is gone. Same thing with Beth. Yeah, Jeff, that would be another one that we could not discuss. Anything like that. Anything that isn't woke gets shut off. And it's some real weird ones that you would there's some real weird ones they kick out. Hello, Teresa. Some that you think would have nothing to do with any of that. Yeah, Jerry, I saw you just got out of the doghouse. And there's a lot of times there's people that will post a dog and say, hey, I got 4 pups left if anybody wants them, blah, blah, blah. They kill those posts instantly, and they send us a threat. I don't know what it is about if you're advertising wanting to give your dogs away, but they've pulled almost every puppy post the last 4 years, and we still don't understand that. I mean, come on. There's some just weird ones they go after. Right. You got frequent flyer miles, Jerry. You and Michelle. Somebody just lost both their accounts. Oh, Monty Gregson just lost 2 or 3 of her accounts. And I don't get it. I dislike it, but I look at it this way. The site has a lot of good things on it. Our page does a lot of good for the community. A lot of people stay involved with it. We're almost at 12,000 people. And the number has nothing to do with it, because one of the pages that I was admin on had over 35,000 people, and it was about certain parades going on across the country. And they killed that and deleted every bit of that. But the page is a lot for the community, and I don't want to get that shut down because of my political views. And I know a lot of people agree with them, and in time we'll go back to that, I think, once another social media site gets up and running and the bugs are out of it, and they can prove to me that we can do something very similar to this and still interact, then we'll come back on here and have some fun and let it ride out as long as we can. But till then, I try to walk the thin line. It's not fun. There's a lot of things I would love to discuss. Stuff going on north of us. I would love to discuss that. Hello, Karen. Hello, Brian. But can't do it. 100%, Teresa. You don't really until it's too late. We try to filter everything. We filter everything that comes through the site, and every now and then, all 3 of us or 4 of us will say something. Should we post this? Should we not? Yeah, go ahead, and then it gets kicked out, or we're worried about it and nothing happens. And then stuff we don't worry about, all of a sudden, you'll get a post, hey, we deleted this over community standards. Oh, and we also deleted this one from 2017. And you're like, what the heck? So, it's kind of an oddity. I can't figure it out, and I've given up trying to fight that side of it, because you're in a no-win situation. You're in their sandbox, and you got to do what they say. A little bit more further north than Lebanon, too, Jeff. North of the Big Lakes, too. Well, kind of, sort of north of the Big Lakes. The Tri-City area there. Yeah, and I guarantee you that that statement by Dalton, I'll be surprised if it lasts the week. They monitor that stuff, and I'll tell people, do not report posts. Please don't do that. Message us first. Maybe we can talk about it. Maybe we can take out some words. Make it a win-win for both sides. Because the minute that you report it, if we agree to it and say, I ignore it, then 9 times out of 10, the person that reports it contacts Facebook and reports it to Facebook, and they instantly delete us, and we get a black mark. We instantly get a black mark. No, Dalton. No, Dalton. Not at all. You don't have to delete it. It was actually a good example. No, nothing bad in there, but they will remove that. Oh, Teresa, I don't doubt that a bit. Dalton, we get about once a day, we get a notice from something. And half the time we don't even know what it is. Half the time they won't even show us the post that they removed. What am I putting together? I'm not putting anything together. I just know there's a couple conservative groups putting together social media sites, and some of them are supposed to be opening up here soon. And no, not at all. Don't worry about it. Once they do get up and running, then maybe we, at some point in time, we'll move over once the bugs are all worked out, Teresa. Right, Jeff? Oh, yeah, G. 100%. I don't know. I'm still holding out faith that it's going to change. Right on, Mike. Hello, Rose. Oh, well, we have fun with what we got. We have great sponsors. We have fantastic people. And we run with what we brung. And I'm ready for some parades. That's all I'm saying. I'm ready to do a few parades this summer. Race and cane. Have some good times. Last year I was involved in 2 parades. One was on the water, and one we did ourselves when we ran west of the county, west side of the county. I think we need to do that again. That was a blast. Mike's a good guy. He doesn't cause trouble at all. We were in a parade a couple years ago. Yes, we were. Yes, we were. Was it that long ago? That was a blast. Yeah, last year's because COVID and we couldn't do anything. Mike is a blast at class reunions. Were you in that one? That was awesome down there at Monroe. That was freaking awesome. Ah, yes, you were, because if I remember correctly, you're young, one of your young'uns put that one together. Might have to do that again, Teresa. Come down to Florida. Yeah, that they had some massive ones. Right. Are you on Trump side of Florida or on the other side of the water, G? Are you near Mar-Largo or are you on the other side? So we're going to have to do that again, though. Yeah, they have some Bradenton, okay. They have some big ones down there. Reed will be moving down there. Hey, I'm ready. I'm ready to move to Baker, Florida. It's in the northern edge, right just across the Bama line. North of England Air Force Base there. About 40 minutes. Had to talk him out of selling the boat. Heck yeah. That's parade ready. Down there living it up. What's the temperature day down there, G? He's probably eating shrimp and lobster and... What was the high down there today, G? Hey, I'm waiting for text. Only 65, whatever. Where's Texas at tonight? She hadn't been on, Grouper. Okay, my bad. It's better than snow droppings. That's what we're having today. Where's Juanette from Texas? We need to check in from Texas. 65. She got a little snow and ice down there by Dallas, if I remember correctly. Well, right when we got this storm. I'll take grouper. Doesn't that sound freaking awesome? 65 degrees. 65 degrees. I'd be out there in maybe a tank top. That's basically 40 degrees warmer than what we were today. So I'd be sweating. Sweatshirt. Nah. Not a chance. Maybe after I lived there a year or two, but not right now. I'd be like, oh, this humidity is horrible. Fish, exactly. 50, and I'd be out there fishing. I'd be out there wading in it at 50. I don't know. Some of these TikTok videos they were showing, these guys are, thank you, Dalton. These guys are fishing right there along the bank. Thank you, Dalton, again, sir. And they catch something, and a shark or a gator comes up and nails what they got. I'm like, whoo, no thank you. No thank you. I have my air off and the doors and windows open. Be freaking awesome. Jeff, I'm going to regret saying this. I want to see you noodle in one of the canals down there. Those dudes are brave. And it's not like they're pulling up 8-pound catfish. They're pulling up monsters. So cold. Noodling for gators, exactly. Thank you, Teresa. The groundhog. Have you seen I think it's a pit bull, and it's got dirt all over its face, and it's a meme, and it says, I spoke with that groundhog. Early spring or 6 more weeks of winter? I don't know. I thought it was unfortunate that didn't Punxsutawney Phil pass the day before Groundhog Day? I'm like, it's kind of odd. Did they just not check on him? And he'd been gone for a while, and the day before, they went in there and rapped on that side of that shed, and he was done. I want to get airboat catch those snakes for money. If I did anything like that, I don't want to be on the water. I would rather go hog hunting, and I think that would be fun. And those things cost farmers a lot of money down there. You watch some of the YouTube videos, those guys down there, they got the traps now, and they're catching them by the barrelfuls, but some of them still go out and do it the old-fashioned way. That'd be down the Glades, wouldn't it? I'd like to go to Texas and go hog hunting. That would be fun. I don't like snakes either. We don't have any, so far they haven't made it across the Mississippi yet, from what I know. Thank God. Hogs can be mean. And they cost thousands and thousands of dollars. They do thousands and thousands of dollars of damage. What was it on spinach a few years ago. They had traced the E. coli outbreak. Probably Dalton. They had traced the E. coli outbreak to a farm in California who had been overrun by hogs, and the hogs had defecated on the spinach. The spinach didn't get properly cleaned, and that was part of the reason of the outbreak. But for the right amount of money, you can, and the right license. All right, just kind of a fun, do whatever night. I'm going to jump off here. Next Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday. If you're going to watch it, I wish Joe Burrow the best of luck. Actually, you can't go wrong. Stafford deserves a Super Bowl. And Joe Burrow certainly does too. Yeah, that would be cool to see, Jerry. God bless, Mike. You be safe, sir. You enjoy the cool weather with your jackets on at 65G. Love you guys. Have a good Saturday night. I may be on early in the morning. I don't know yet. Ready for some 40-degree weather. You guys be safe. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for all the stars. Love you guys. See you soon.